Up from the depths, 30 stories high, breathing fire, his head in the sky. Godzilla, Godzilla, but no Godzuki. What's going on, Team Evil? Greenwood Evil here, and today we are going to be cracking open the Godzilla Museum Godzilla the Animated Series 1970s from Mondo. This is one of their exclusives here. And this is, I believe, the first ever Godzilla from the Hanna-Barbera series. Action figure slash statue slash whatever that's not custom ever. So we're going to be able to dive right into this here, guys. Of course, before the video starts, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You guys can see me look over to the left a little bit during this video. I have a list here of stuff I want to kind of go over with this. I haven't obviously seen it out of the box yet. Just the commercials, not commercials, the videos on YouTube that I've seen and the pictures on Mondo's website. So Mondo makes a lot of custom things, a lot of like exclusive limited edition stuff, and this was one that they made for the Godzilla Museum. I mean, I couldn't pass it up. It said it was supposed to come out in July or summer of this year. It's already here, and it's January. There's snow outside, it's freezing, but Godzilla is here to heat up this opening. So we're going to dive into this here. So let's take a quick look at the box here. I did not expect him to come in a box. I don't know why. I thought that he was just going to be wrapped up nicely. I guess I'm so used to the vinyls from Japan, like you see here, from like the Singular Point and the Godzilla Earth over here from the anime series. I mean, from the anime movies, that they're just they're hangers with like the tags on them. I'm so used to that I just opened the box going, okay, he's probably just going to be you know, loose. That's fine. And he was in this gorgeous box. Let's take a quick look at this box here. So obviously it says Mondo and Toho. Thank you, Toho. I know they're very strict with who they let use their license for their baby Godzilla. You know, Godzilla's their baby. But it says here, Godzilla, the animated series from the 1970s. There he is. Godzilla right there. On the side, it says Mondo presents the Godzilla Museum series, depicting the undisputed king of the monsters in all of its glory, from his roots in cinematic history to the seldom yet unforgettable moments in the character's decades-long history. It's a 3D tribute. My bad, can't read. Tribute to Fit for the King. So we have the 1954 Godzilla, which I did not pick up. We have the one we're going to open today, the 70s Godzilla, and then we have a special Attack Peter, like super wildly looking detailed one. It's really nice. But I decided to go with the Hanna-Barbera. On the back of the box, we have it says the animated series. It tells you guys the height of Godzilla, the toy, not the actual height in the show. He's 7.5 feet, 8 and 25 with the base. He is 16 ounces. He's made of vinyl and PVC. And then, of course, it says here, appearing across television screens in the late 70s, this version of Godzilla is unforgettable. From its pulse-pounding theme song, dun, 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 that one, to its comical sidekick, Godzuki, which unfortunately doesn't come in this box. I really wish that they came with a small Godzuki, maybe about that big. Maybe not to scale of this Godzilla, but maybe a little bit larger to keep like a display of them, but that's alright. Godzilla ruled the airwaves. This first of its kind collectible captures a memorable moment in Godzilla's history. They did not put a space between memorable moment. Whoopsie, Mondo. Oops, whoopsie. It's fine. But then it shows you some detail on him. We're going to crack him open anyway. There he is. Oh, he looks so good. And then it shows here, it shows the Godzilla Museum. It shows the sculptor, the painter, and then who designed the package. So big ups to all of them for this. Then this side, it just says Mondo on it, which is cool. And then the bottom just, you know, has the UPC, and it just says collector's model, made in China. Buy direct at mondoshop.com. Yes, they still have them available as of when I'm recording this. I don't know if he's going to go hot or something and he's going to go out of stock, but definitely worth it. But we're going to back the camera up some here, and we're going to open him up. I don't know what to expect here. He was not sealed, so don't panic if you get him. There was no tape here, which I kind of like that better, because you peel the tape, it's going to rip off the the paint job on the box, and that's kind of lame. So I do like the idea of not having tape on there, but we'll fold this open. All right, let's see how he's packed. There he is. Oh yeah. Okay, okay. Now, just for now, we're gonna move the box. I don't think we need to keep the box in the frame anymore. It's just too big. So put this over here. That's what she said. Godzilla's too big. I make jokes sometimes. But here we go. This is how he's packaged in here. He's nice and wrapped up. He's a little heavy. He has his base and everything. We're not going to fast forward really any of this. We're actually going to capture all of this. I usually like maybe transition when we're doing openings, but we'll do the whole thing. We'll do it live. All right, there's one piece there. We're not going to Kobe. I don't want to damage anything. I may want to keep this plastic for transport purposes. We'll take this off. Oh man, look at him. Look at him. Oh, he looks so good. Look at him. Okay, put him to the side without his tail. Sorry, buddy. Oh, is it magnetic? Dude, no way. I always have a struggle with like the NECA Godzillas and all the Godzillas you have to pop the tails on. Oh, if it's magnetic, they're just Mondo's living in the year 3000, man. All right, we don't need this plastic. That can go in the garbage. And then we have the base. We'll unwrap the base here. Base, obviously. Why can't I figure out which way it says Godzilla? Am I an idiot? Does it even say Godzilla? That says Godzilla, right there. Now why am I'm just going crazy here. Maybe it's not supposed to say God. Oh. Okay, I get it. All right, it's just this. There's no connections. There's no. Says Godzilla this way. There we go. Right? No, I'm right. So it says Godzilla this way. Okay. Now it all makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. It all makes sense. Okay, let's throw this away. We don't need that. Let's take the little base piece out before we throw it and forget about it. There it says Mondo, the Godzilla, the animated series. Now, which way does this attach to? Does it attach anywhere specific? Is it magnetized? Or is it just kind of put in place? Okay, so I think what happens here, let's move this. I think what happens here is that this just you put it where you want it. So there's the stand, there's the piece here for the plate. So I guess you just put it like that. And then let's take a look at Godzilla now. Let's move that to the side. Let's take a look at him real fast. Alright, so it does look like it's going to be magnetized. Alright, let's move his... Can we move his feet? No. Feet don't move, I guess. So... Is that how he goes? Is that it? Oh, hit the camera. That's it. It's on. His tail's on. That's all it took. Look at that. Now we can move the camera down a little bit. Wow, look at him. He looks so good. He looks so good. Okay, so he's about like the box said, 7.5 inches. He has no articulation, which is okay. But look at him. He looks so good. Look at the detail on him. And I know it sounds funny, detail, and it's animated, but they did a really good job of highlighting his muscles, his chest area with the extra lines here, just like in the show. And one thing I want to point out is let's put him on the base for a second. He does look like he's a little bit lighter color than in the show. In the series, I'll put a picture up. He's definitely darker, but I think maybe they didn't want to go dark green with the black designs for his chest and his arms and legs and whatnot to give him that detail. Maybe you wouldn't have been able to see the detail as well. I don't know. But he's pretty much roughly the same color. He is a little bit lighter than the cartoon show, but it's fine. I think it's nice to have him pop like this with this color. He has his dorsal fins, obviously, and they're soft. They look soft, which is what they had in the cartoon, which is nice. He's got them big, thick hips here. Look at him. Look at another thick Zilla. What's up with all the thick Zillas recently? Let's bring them in real fast. Look at all the thick Zillas. So we got that Godzilla. We got the one from Hanna-Barbera. We got Singular Point, which is a thick boy, and Godzilla Earth, which is the thickest boy out of all of them, because he's the biggest. But that's hilarious. Obviously, you guys know Hanna-Barbera. They do Scooby-Doo, Flintstone, stuff like that. But yes, in the 70s, they did a Godzilla cartoon here. My notes, what did I want to say about that? So here's the cool part about this show. So it took place with like this adventurer team led by Captain Majors. I know his name was Captain Majors. This sounds kind of funny, but it's also kind of badass if you think about it. It's a pretty cool name. And they would go on adventures and whatnot, and when they got into trouble, they would need to call Godzilla, and they used a beeper. Like he would push this button on his belt, and Godzilla, wherever they were, Godzilla would somehow speed across the ocean, wherever they were, and would pop up and would help them save the day.
We've only got one chance.
Right, Godzilla.
Every episode. And the cool part about this Godzilla is his roar, which is cool and also strange. So you guys are used to the Godzilla roar, which I'll put right here. This is the roar, I'm going to duplicate it, that we had in the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla series. And his roar was... That's what he sounded like. If you don't believe me, watch this clip. It's wild that he sounded like that. I do love the detail though. There he got the little... Oh, look, he's got a nice stamp on him. Oh, what do you know? He's got a Toho stamp. Of course he has a Toho stamp. Every Godzilla's got a Toho stamp. It's like their Andy logo from Toy Story. But he looks great. I mean, there's no articulation, which is okay. I was gonna say something that I want to point out is I wish that he came with I wish that he came with a little Godzuki or something to display with. That would have been really cool. What else did I want to show of him? What got my notes here? We got the beeper. We got all that. The other... Yeah, so this is obviously... This was, I believe, the first cartoon Godzilla that we've ever had. Ever. And then, of course, we've had the animated series... The other animated series from the 90s with you know, Zilla or Godzilla, whatever you want to call him, after the 98 movie. We've also had Singular Point, which is... He's over here. We've had Singular Point, which is the newest, which was a one-season series. And then we had Godzilla Earth over here, which was an animated movie, like computer-generated movie. So we have had multiple versions of cartoon Godzillas, but this Godzilla here is the first. And he is so cool, and this is the first ever creation. I mean, people have made customs, I've seen them before, and they look great, but this is the first ever, like, official Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. He's definitely worth getting, hands down. He has a great size. Look at his size comparison to the regular vinyls. So he can go right with your vinyl collection if you have them set up. If you don't use the stand, if you don't want to use the stand, he goes right with the other Godzillas you have, which is awesome. I definitely recommend getting him. He's $120, which I wish for that price we would have gotten Godzuki with him. Godzuki was Godzilla's Scrappy-Doo, if y'all understand that reference. Scrappy-Doo wasn't as bumbling though. Godzuki was bumbling. He was like the Jar Jar Binks. He was Jar Jar Binks basically. He was like the first ever Jar Jar Binks. He always messed things up. He just could never do anything right. And he was about the same size as a human. And he had little wings. I'll show you a picture of him up here. You guys have probably seen him before too. I think I've talked about him before. But this is I mean, there's not much of a review we can do. We can't pose him. So my big pros of this, the tail. It's magnetized and has an indentation. You just pop it on and it's good. You have to do a little bit of pushing, so don't panic. But it has a magnet, so it goes right on, which is excellent. Another pro, it's the first ever Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. How can you ever go wrong with that when you have a first? One of the cons isn't a con necessarily. like that's a big deal, but I wish they came with some sort of little Godzuki, which would have been really cool. Maybe something you could attach right here that came up, like a plastic piece with him maybe hanging out right here, which would have been pretty neat, just to have him. Or they can maybe have an add-on later. I would totally buy an add-on Godzuki, Mondo, so get on it. But and then I guess the other con would be, which really isn't a con because we're going to be just displaying them, is there's no articulation as far as I understand. It's a statue, so there isn't any articulation, which is okay. I don't think you need it. Obviously, in my advanced age here, we don't need articulations because we're going to be displaying these guys. But he's an excellent addition to everybody's collection. Even take a look at his claws there. They got some nice silver on it. Focus. My camera's being silly today. Did it focus? Look at him. I swear to God, that's how he sounds. You guys already saw that clip. He sounds just like that. He's a great, like I said, great size, great display. $120. A little rough on the, a little rough on the price point. You would think you would like to see him at, I don't know. For the way he is, he's light. He has no articulation. He doesn't attach to his base. I would like to have seen him at a little bit lower of a price point, maybe 100, or maybe if he came with Godzuki, something like that. But I mean, it's worth it. First ever Hanna-Barbera Godzilla ever. So we'll go with it here, and we'll take a. Let me move the camera up a little bit, move it down so we can kind of get a look at him, and we'll move these back. And here you go. Take a look at him. I'll kind of spin him around. I need to get one of them spinny things. But there he is. He looks great. They got a little front butt though, but that's a little whatever. They always one real quick thing about the animation of this. When they animated this Godzilla, they always made him look like his legs were like closer to the camera than his height, than his head, so he looked like he was always larger. I'll show you like I don't even know if I have a video of it or something, but I'll put a picture of how he looked, and he always walked like that. But Mondo, overall, excellent job. I've always wanted the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. Let's be real. Everybody's always wanted the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla. Much love to you guys. Maybe you guys can make a little Godzuki to go with him. Which would be excellent, or maybe a little calico ship with Godzuki popping out of it, maybe flying out. I don't know, just random things I'm thinking about. But guys, if you like this little review, I know it's not much of a review, it's more of like just a kind of a show and tell. But if you like the show and tell of the Mondo 1970s animated series Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, that was a mouthful. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. We'll start more Godzilla reviews on the channel. I haven't done it in a long time. This was the first one in a while. I'm very excited to have done this. I'm very excited to have gotten him already. I didn't want to wait till the summer, honestly. When I bought him, I'm like, yo, can I get him tomorrow? And this is close to tomorrow as we're ever going to get. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'll leave you with a couple of moments of him just chilling here so you guys can take a look at him. I'll do some spinning real quick while I add some music. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Until next time, take it easy. Peace.